Master Trade. It's time for Master Trade. Tell them we are live. We have Yan Lee, we have Rudo, we have Sheldon, we have Craig. They are ready for us. So if you're not here yet, get on board. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Thank you, Yan Lee. Thank you, Rudo. Thank you, Sheldon. Let's just take out the time to get to hear what are we expecting from this Master Trade from Lee.
Well, we are providing all kinds of signals for all kinds of traders. We are 4 very, very committed professional traders. We live out of that. You get access to 4 different strategies because we all have our own strategy on this. But we do talk to each other every single day. So we synchronize our trade. We on mute.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so
we
talk. We try together. We try together. I mean, this is what we must do. Actually, you cannot trade by yourself. You need a trading buddy, or somebody to trade with you. You compare your analysis. You get confidence when 2 different strategies or 3 different strategies comes together to one point, and it will only bring you more confidence on it. So you get access to all of 4 of us. We're gonna trade. We're gonna put what we think. We're gonna follow the trade. Basically, you're gonna see what we're thinking at any given stage. What we're gonna do, which action we're gonna take, and why we're gonna take these actions. And plus, on top of that, you have like a daily webinar. Every morning, we are ready to make a webinar for everybody all those guys that are subscribers, to come and join us into that daily webinars where we talk about the market and how we see the market for the day.
I see people are jumping on. Are you going to play that video? Are you ready to play the video, Saul?
Okay, we're having slight technical issues, but we're going to fix it now.
Okay, are you gonna hold on ever so slightly? So guys, everybody that's on the chat, thanks for joining. Can I get a few ones in the group chat, please? Just want to see that your chats are working because we need to get through this, and I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So please get a few ones. Wendy, I've got a 1. John, I've got a 1. Thanks, guys. The ones are coming in. Brilliant. Okay, guys, while we've got this, I love the fact that you guys are jumping on this. We need to talk about what this product's going to bring and how we're going to basically change the game for you. It's very important that we do this. So can I ask you guys a question and maybe reply with a 1, or let's make it a 7, 3 sevens. Who wants to be financially free? And that's why we're on this call. There's the 7s coming. We all want to be financially free. Now, Master Trades is especially developed for you guys. I'm liking the 7s. To put you in control of this. And we give you the power to do this through our product. Now, we all know signal providing, has its pitfalls. We've turned it upside down for you guys. We are solving the problem that the normal signal providing systems give you. And that problem conventionally is when the market turns on you, and it does do this, you end up sitting in the dark. You're unsure. Now is when you need everybody, not a signal anymore. You need support. Can I get a few 9s if you guys are you're in harmony with what I'm saying? There, the 9s are coming. Thanks, guys. Appreciate this. So it's at that stage that we provide the support. We're not just going to be giving you a buy and a sell and a take profit over there. Those things does not really amount to much if the market decides to take a different route than what we are used to. So we need to keep these things in mind as we trade. And that's why the master trades is going to be so important to you and going to be so helpful, because we're going to take you by the hand. Now, guys, we all know learning is hard. And if you want to learn to trade, you can go to a university or you can buy any of our beautiful products. The theory is good, guys. It's all there. But if you want to make money now, the route is you buy a signal. And we're changing that for you. Now, when a signal fails and when we learn, you know, a new trading skill and when applied in the market and something goes wrong, we end up doubting ourselves. We end up doubting the signal, our ability, all those things. And now you add that and you go online and you Google how to trade, how does this work? And you end up facing a sea of trading videos and self-help videos. How do you navigate this? Now, this is where we come in play, guys. Our experience will help you go through this. We will take you by the hand and help you navigate this. We will share our success with you. And I promise you guys, come and join us. Come and get on board with what we're doing. We've got the trading percentages that can back the talk that I'm giving you now. You've got nothing to lose in essence. If you double your money in the first month, you're going to be jumping on the chat and asking me, why did I charge you $150? It's too cheap. Trust me, guys, what we've got here is going to blow you away. Now I see they've got the video ready. Am I right there, Saul?
Work is still being done on that.
Still working on the video. Okay, guys, so tell me who's blown away or who's interested? Because I mean, at some stage, something needs to trigger with you. You've all been lost. Can I get a 3 if we've all been lost at some stage, saying, hell, man, if I just could be a fly on the wall on a professional trader's screen, just to see what this guy is doing at this stage. And that's what we're going to be giving you guys. We're going to be holding your hand. I came up through the ranks alone. It was treacherous. It cost me a lot of money. You know, if I can give something back to the community that took me in, help me find my feet, you know, what more is there for me? And the nice thing about this product, guys, and you need to take this and remember this, even long after we're gone, because you've learned to trade on the fly with us every day, you're going to be able to take what we've given you and continue on with this. Now, what better source of information is there out there? You learn an instrument by playing it, not by looking at the books or listening to me. You're going to trade immediately. You're going to be on the trades with us. If the trade goes wrong, it's going to go wrong for me as well. I'm going to be showing you how I'm exiting that trade. How am I limiting my loss? How am I managing my risk? What better product is there out there that's going to take away the doubt that we do have? Now, so are you ready for that?
Joe, thank you very much. Thank you.
Great, guys. Let's have a look at that video.
We're going to look at the video very quickly, then we get into the questions. Ignition Week, day 1. We're excited. I'd like to make welcome the trainer for our beginners trading course in the person of Sheldon Jedrick. You're so welcome. I really don't have any background training, no clue whatsoever. Is there some sort of criteria that I must have passed to be able to take the beginner trading course?
No, this is why the beginner course was so important, because you got to simplify, understand the concept first before you then better your knowledge. No experience, nothing at all in this. We are here to start. Obviously, you just need to know how to run a laptop and just know how to basically access the basics that we need with your laptop and access the internet and stuff. But other than that, this course is made for the guys that are new. And this is where we start off with this, is first explaining what everything is before we actually go into how to trade and how to do that stuff. Understand what you're actually investing in.
Beginner trading course. I decide to put my money in it. What exactly am I getting out of this course?
This course will get you going on understanding everything. It'll get you understanding on platforms. You'll know how to buy cryptocurrencies, and you'll know how to start trading. It is then important to keep building your knowledge. The better you learn, the more you learn, the better you're going to do in this industry.
If you were to describe your course in 5 words, What will they be, Sheldon?
So firstly, basic. It's easy. It's understandable. There's a lot of information in it. Not sure what I can say for the fifth word, but basically, I think this will put you on the start of where you need to go. This is going to be the start of your career. You've got to start at step one, but this is where you start it. This is where you take your first step. We are here to support. We're here to help.
If I get the intermediate trading course, do I have that? How long will it take me? Will it be like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months before I'm able to see a chart and be able to tell this is the right time to buy or this is the wrong time to sell? How long will it take me?
You know, at the end of the day, just by belonging to know it, not even the academy, just by belonging to know it and getting Marius's reports on going on his webinar on a weekly basis, and then getting his blog posts, which come through every couple of days, you can trade with no knowledge. This course, the intermediate course, from front to back, I think it's about 9.5 hours or 10 hours of education. So as fast as you can get through it, you are going to be able to start. This is the intermediate trading course over here. So it consists of all of these videos that are over here. These courses and everything in the academy and everything on to know it, and with Marius thing, is to help you learn to earn more and more and more of this Bitcoin. So you might only come in with, I don't know, $100, $500, $1,000 to trade. You need to get the skills to earn more and more, just to get a little piece more and more and more of these Bitcoin, because this can set people free, financially free and debt free. You need to learn the skill of trading that you can earn one of these Bitcoins or more of these Bitcoins or a piece of this Bitcoin. Because that can set you and your family and who knows what, people, nations, cities, towns free. And that's my encouragement to you for on the Sultan Academy.
Awesome video. Awesome video.
If I get the yeah, that was to refresh our minds how far we have come. So for those of you that have missed, if you missed that part, then it means you missed a lot. But then stick with us here because we have enough for you. Now from our previous videos, previous sessions, questions have already popped up. So this particular question, I'm directing it to Sheldon. Somebody definitely asked after the session that, do I need an extra skill? What kind of skill do I need to take up a master trade? What skill do I need to take up a master trade? Do I have to do the 3 sessions and then when I'm done, I get into the master trade? This question is directed to Sheldon, please.
Cool, no problem. Hi guys, hi everyone, good to be back. So firstly with this, obviously the courses are very advisable in a sense to get you understanding a lot quicker. But what's nice about the master trades is, firstly, you're starting off and you're making money, which is great. Secondly, the more you're making, you're learning more how we're actually making that money, how we're actually building and what we're actually looking at. And the whole thing with this is you can start with no experience if you don't want, no problem. It's just about taking the grasp of when we are explaining out there, showing those things, that you understand them to what we're explaining. So obviously the courses will put you above and they'll put you ahead, but there's no actual experience needed to start master trades. It will just take you some time to build with us. But like I said, we are there to start and making money already together while you learn. A lot of things that people and what they think is that we need to go study all of these things and then only in 6 months start making money. No, this is not what we're bringing. We want you to start making money with us. But when we are making this money, we want you to understand how we are making this money. And like Rudo said, no, if we are not there and we want you to continue to make money by yourself. And this is the whole goal with this, is to educate you while we are making money. So you don't need to have any of the courses. You can join, you can learn with us. That's the whole goal with this, is to give you guys knowledge every day, build your knowledge and to build comforts and to build you in this industry. So you don't need any experience. It is advisable to do some things if you want to basically handle things a bit better and understand things a bit quicker, but we are there to teach you. So you don't need any experience, but obviously, like I said in my first video, the more you learn, the better you get.
All right, thank you so much, Sheldon. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, if you're just joining in, we're live on Facebook. The link is on the chart. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at To Know It Official. Okay, so I'm going to direct another question to Lee. You said, I was going through your profile and I saw that you said that I believe there is an open forum for debating and learning. Tell us more about that.
What? I believe the open forum is the daily webinars that we're preparing to do for our members. All of us will be present on those days, weekdays, Monday to Friday, and I believe it's gonna be, we're gonna determine an hour that's gonna suit everybody. So within that hour, it can be a little longer. I mean, even members, we are doing it almost every day. So we discuss we look at that, we look for the strategy combined, see, okay, and try to, trying to find, it's going to be open forum for all the members, because if they join us and if they've got questions or, doubting about something, they can ask us. It's going to be like a very live, entertaining Zoom call every morning.
Okay, that's, thank you so much.
That kind of support that we bring to the traders, to our community. I mean, we'll be live, we'll be here every day.
Okay. All right, guys, don't forget that we are live. The link is on the chat. People are asking, where's the link? The link is on the chat. You can check on the chat. You see the link for our Facebook. You invite your friends to be part of this. We're also on social media. Don't forget that, at To Know It Official. We'll play you a video now, and when we come back, we'll continue with the questions. Don't go anywhere.
Waking up every morning to a changing world requires a change of strategy. And that's why in To Know It, we're always putting our eyes in front of events and happenings around the world. To Know 2.0 was designed to ensure and help you stay in front of the league. We are launching an Ignition Week, which will start July 20th. We're going to be having an interactive question and answer time with our top-notch service provider. Are you new to crypto? You have some questions that are hanging about how to get into trading, or you want to know how to take your trading to the next level? Then you don't want to miss out from To Know It 2.0 Ignition Week. And guess what, friends? This is going to be super phenomenal. People are so excited. The energy is growing. It's time to share this video with your friends, with your prospects, with your team members. Ignition 2020 is a dream. Let's make it happen. Waking up every morning to a changing world requires a change of strategy.
So where's everybody? I see we've got a couple of questions. Can you guys somehow give an indication on how much money you make? I want to go full-time, but I need to replace my present monthly earnings from trading. Now, guys, nothing in trading is a guarantee, but I can, and this is not a brag, tell you that if you don't make at least 100% in your first month on your trading portfolio, we have not succeeded in our goal. We go and look for the coins, the early investments, the stuff that's on nobody's radar. We share that, put it in front of you. Yes, there's risk in that. But if you properly manage your risk in sync with what we are doing, you will be able to get on your feet and to become an independent professional trader just like we are. So just keep that in mind. I see there's another video coming. Let's quickly have a look at that.
While waiting for those video, I mean, we can give some stats about our last week's trade. Naruto, what do you think?
Well, guys, I think in any trade strategy, there's a management of loss. There's no, if there was an indicator or strategy that guarantees you 100%, everybody would be using this. Thus, it will not work. Remember, I'm trading against you. You're trading against me. So there is a management of risk, but we're going to teach you how to manage that risk. Thereafter, once you've learned to keep on growing compounding your portfolio consistently, you're going to end up not giving the profit back, thus making enormous gains on good trades that's going to help you create that independence. Now, I mean, we're up about 400% for the month. There's 8 days left, guys. There's still a lot of trading to be done. We don't trade 10, 20 trades a day. We might take one trade, but if it's the right trade, that's the trade you want to take. As a trader, you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the trade. So we don't waste time sitting in consolidation areas waiting for sideways patterns to play out. We spend the time looking for the right trade. Guys, get on board with us. It's going to change your perspective and your interpretation of the way trading is done. Now, is there any other questions while we wait for the videos? Or Rochelle, are you ready?
Yeah, so no, I'm taking some more questions. Something about what if the newbies are from different time zones?
Well, we're going to work around that, obviously, Rochelle. It's hard if this is a global platform. There's going to be a bad time zone at any hour for any one person. But the calls, you know, we'll be scheduling them in a way that it's made available. And on another way that we've got going at this stage, there's a Telegram channel going out where we're going to be posting the updates. The stuff that we say and the calls that we make are going to be linked, displayed on that Telegram channel, and you're going to be able to have access to that. Not everybody is going to immediately or always going to need to be on those daily calls on every day. As you get more independent, as you get more confidence within your own ability, you're going to need us, but you're going to need us less. That's the idea. We're going to teach you to become professional traders like we are. So time frame, yes, there's always going to be an issue, guys, but just stick with it and work with it. If you're serious about trading, time is not an issue. I'm up when the trade tells me I need to be up, and that's something you have to understand.
Okay, Jan, I believe there's an open forum for debating and learning, right? Is that true?
Yeah, this is what we talk about. There's the Telegram group that we're gonna put the signal of what we think, and there is a daily webinar that people can come and ask us questions if they're in doubt. Yeah.
So it will be live, or do they just drop questions?
It will be live. Yeah, the Zoom webinar be live webinar every day.
Sorry, you want to say something, Rudo?
Now, it's a live Zoom call, guys, similar to what we've got now, but now you're going to be able to ask me a question. What is it that I'm looking at? Please explain in greater detail. We're going to be holding your hand, guys. You're not going to be alone in the dark with the signal. You're going to have support. That's the key.
Okay. Do you have any advice to people that want to take the course? Anything that that would help them?
Any advice regarding where is the question?
No. I'm just asking. It's not on the chat box. It's just a question that I have. So you know, one of the questions was going to be, why do you think someone should subscribe to the Master Trade? But I was just saying, do you guys have any advice for people?
Yes, guys. The big thing that you need to understand, and I don't want to take you know, spotlight from my colleagues, but I think one thing they will all be able to get behind is you need to have commitment. This is learning an instrument. If you've got a committed goal that you set your sights towards, this is a skill that can be taught. You don't need talent. Talent is the guy that writes the music. Skill is the guy that plays the music. There's a difference, guys. If you want to learn to trade, you just need to trade. If you want to learn how to compose learn to develop your own strategies. That's where the theory comes in. And we've done that. The 4 products that we provided, or 3 products that we provided, has got all those things packed in a video. You can go and rehash and revise your foundations. But the key to this thing is you need to be able to be committed, and you need to see this through. This doesn't happen overnight. We'll be helping you, but you need to be committed as well to ensure that this works.
Okay, just a question to Craig. What are the pitfalls you've experienced as a master trader? Is Craig here?
He might be muted. Do you maybe just want to see?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. You know, I think one of the hardest things with trading always, and I know it's been mentioned a couple of times over the last few days as we've been doing all these introductory courses that I'm sure will be going forward. I think one of the hardest things to deal with going forward is to manage to cope and mentally deal with loss. And one of the things that I try and stress and teach people up front, and I have to on a continual basis remind myself, is that, you know, is that loss is part of the game. You know, you're not going to win every trade. And it's the mental side of dealing with loss that is really hard. In other words, getting on top of that mentally and to accept up front that every trade's got a risk and it might go wrong. And when it goes wrong, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Likewise, when it goes really well, it also doesn't mean that you're suddenly a hero, because sometimes feeling like a hero is almost more dangerous than feeling like a loser. And balancing and managing that is probably one of the it probably is the hardest thing to learn about trading. What I find is with this community and with the master trades is that we're in it together, you know, and we go through that, we analyze it, and you have to accept that up front. You know, loss is part of the game. You know, as they say to you, if you can't swallow 100% loss, then you're not prepared to accept 1,000% gain, because that is the way that it works. So loss is definitely the biggest challenge that I've ever had in my trading life. It's still something that I go through, but working with teams helps you get over it, you know, and that's the big thing. But that's summarizing it.
I suppose that is why the psychology of trading is so important, because there's a lot of psychology behind it, right?
Psychology is everything. The mental game behind this thing is everything. And as I said to you, you know, one of the principles that we teach is that no matter how much you study, you could spend your entire life studying, and there are people studying their entire lives, you will still never get every trade right. Because I have a saying that I teach people, and I always say to them, the market just is. You can't ever understand it. The market is. And it will present what it's going to present, you know, and sometimes, or most times we get it right, but sometimes you don't, you know, and that doesn't make you a hero when you get it right, as I said, because that's almost more dangerous than feeling like a loser when you get it wrong. So the mental aspect is a huge part of this game.
Thanks, Craig. The one question to Rudo, one of the last questions is what ways are you going to simplify these strategies so that people can understand it? And that's to you, Rudo.
As we do the chart markups on the live webinars, I will be explaining from my end and Lee from his strategy, and Sheldon and Craig, what it is that we are looking for in the market. What is it that we are? What would be a warning signal if that happens in the market? So you're going to end up not learning how to win. You're going to be learning how to lose, and then not to do that. Because if we know how things can go wrong, we can then plan for that. But if we keep on planning for when things go right, we end up being lost when they go wrong. That is how we're going to make these things easy for you. We already got the theory down. I can quote the theory for you if you want to. That does not give you the power to take the trade. It's applying the theory in a way that you'll be able to understand. And that's where we come into the picture, to explain to you what it is we are looking for, how it is it needs to play out, and if it doesn't, where do we draw the line to walk away with a little bit of profit instead of taking a big loss, hoping for the market to give us that. Remember, there's always another trade.
Thank you so much. I just want to double check, is Soar back or did we still lose her? I don't think. Okay, so we're just going to take some more questions. A lot of about time zones. When is it starting?
Well, the guys want to join in. I'm glad to see this, guys. We haven't made up a time, but I reckon what we maybe need to do is run a poll and see where it is. We've got a couple of time zones set out, which obviously suits us in relation to when the markets open, how the markets go about. So these areas and times are quite crucial. But maybe what we can do is we can talk to Joki, run something around it within times that suit us, so that we can get a feel of how we can accommodate you guys. And I want to see you guys on the calls. You know, we're starting on Monday. It's gonna take you a few days maybe to just catch the lingo and go with it. But I promise you, we are here to help you. That's why I'm doing this.
Okay, so there's one from. Sorry, go ahead.
From the day you subscribed, we've got an exciting coins that we are all trading on now. I can tell you guys, if you join on Monday, at the end of next week, you're gonna double your portfolio straight away.
Just with that one coin.
Just with that one coin.
One trade, guys. One trade. We don't trade a lot. We trade well. That's the difference. Trade well. Now I see there's a question. Product. So I got a few confused from Crypto Pikachu. Basically, this is a subscription, not a product. So you're going to be paying $150 and you're going to be getting for the first month 45 days. Thereafter, it's a 30-day subscription. We are busy working with the To Know It platform to create rewards, additional incentives to help you, motivate you, keep you going on this journey, so that we can reward you with subscription days, you know, with nice to haves, you know, these little things. So we're going to keep on engaging with you guys. This is not just, I want your money. I don't need your money. I want to help you. That's the key to the thing, guys. I want to help you, and I want to do it in a way that's going to motivate you, engage you, going to develop a skill so that when we are done, you can take this for the rest of your life. Teach a man to fish moment, guys.
So there's another question from Annette. When you market opens,
sorry, Lee, you were talking?
Yeah, there's a question here from Annette. You said when market opens. So for Annette, the market is not 24/7, especially on a crypto.
But because remember, the crypto market is still tied to the conventional forex market, the London market open, the New York market open. There's 4 big time frames, and on those time frames, there's additional volatility in the market. We can trace them and track them. I've got history going all the way back. So you need to understand that there are certain times where trading is going to be more volatile but more profitable, and we're going to show you these things. So therefore, you need to be on this call. You need to get on board with us, guys. Let's depart with all this wisdom. We want to take your hand and show you how these things work, how everything ties in. It's more than just a signal providing that you can get on a lot of platforms for way cheaper. We are giving you the opportunity to sit in the room with us as we go through these things, as we plan our trades, as we strategize when it goes wrong. That is the key to the thing. So there will be a lot of things that might be unfamiliar to you guys. But just keep in mind, guys, that this is a skill that can be taught. You just need to be determined. That's all.
Great, thank you. The webinars, will it be on over weekends or only Monday to Friday? There's a question.
Monday to Fridays, guys. Webinar weekends, we will be posting if there's anything serious happening within the charts. Over weekends, we do have less volatility. That's the reality. So if there's something serious, obviously we'll be updating the Telegram channel. You know, you're gonna still have that one-way direction over weekends, and you never know. Maybe something really apocalyptic happens, and we'll jump on. I mean, we've got control over this, and we want to help you guys. But let's stick to the weekdays for now. I reckon with the way that we've built this and planned this, you won't be lost. I promise you.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't mean that we are not looking at the market. It doesn't mean that we are not looking at the market over the weekend. We are looking at the market like almost 24/7.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Something about the market being open 24/7.
This one was answered.
Yes.
I see Mornay's asked the promo for all courses for $500. Are they running one after the other 90 days? No, Mornay. Those courses, you purchase them. You get you can refer to those videos for the remainder of your lifetime. That is your videos. That is your handbook. It's your book. You get to keep it. It's only the master trade by master traders subscription that is renewed on a monthly basis.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rudo. I see your energy in this and really excited about what's going on. Just to be very clear, when exactly can I get started with this master trade? Is it live already? Which day are you going to be making your first trades? You know, people want to get started. I see a lot of people saying that we want to pay and want to get started right now and start making profit. But you've been saying you made like 200, 300% the other time, and you can say that for you, minimum success is 100% in your first 30 days. So, I mean, everybody, just like myself, want to come in. So how soon can I get started? What day exactly can I get started, Rudo?
Well, today we've got the promo week. So obviously everything is being structured. Everybody's getting their, getting their things around this product and everything that To Know It is giving us. Monday, I think currently we've got it at 10 a.m. South African time. Let's get going, guys. Monday. Sign up, get your subscriptions. Your day starts on Monday. Let's get going.
Now, talking about promo, I hear you say something about promo, the 45 days promo. So how long is this promo going to run? All right. So you mean if I spend $150 right now for the master trade, I can get 45 days instead of 30 days. So how long do I have, okay, to get in for this promo right now, Rudo?
There's a limited amount of time, guys. We're using this to motivate you. But I will talk to you, Jokey, but I think maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks max. Then the promo's over, guys. So jump on this. There's only a limited amount of seats. I'm telling you, those extra few days is going to be money in your bank.
Money in my bank. I love that word. I love that word, money in the bank. But I think coming back to you again, Rudo, you know, I see one of the subscribers here should be Charlene. She said, I've been on one of your sessions and it's really great. I'm so excited about your product. I think that's a very good review coming, by the way. From the marketplace, I see you're charging $150, which is way above what other people are charging. And with your confidence right now, tell me why I should spend $150 with you, Rudo. Like, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. I mean, I could spend less for this. Like, tell me why. Tell me why, Rudo. You need to convince me right now.
4 master traders, Ijoki, not one. 4 master traders sharing their secrets. That's the key, guys. I'm sharing my secret. You're not paying for the signals. You're obtaining my secrets.
So people are not paying for signals, but paying for secrets.
That's it.
We are willing to teach people. We are willing to share what we know.
Fantastic. Now, so what that simply means is that from Monday to Friday, okay, 1 hour every day, you guys are going to be having a live webinars where you guys will be analyzing the markets using your secrets to take profits. Is that right?
That is correct.
Fantastic. So to get started right now, people can actually pay for the master trade, but your first session will be coming up on Monday. Am I correct?
That is correct, Ijoki.
I have one very interesting question here. I think it's coming from a lady, and she's saying that can I how much? I mean, okay, I didn't get that question again, but I mean, what she was saying is that how sure? Okay, I mean, this just flipped off. But I think if I could remember, she was saying like she wants to go into this full time. What would be your reply? She wants to do this full time, Rudo. She wants to do this full time. What would be your reply?
You need to be committed. Like anything, if this was easy, guys, everybody would be doing it. You need to be committed. If you commit it, you'll be able to make it work. Depending on your budget, depending on your lifestyle, these are things I cannot have any control over. But if you want to do this full time, all that you need is commitment. The rest will fall in place.
I would add also, if she really wants to do it full time, she really wants to do this master trade and learn how to trade, and not taking signals and hopefully I'm hoping that this signal will be here the full time for her. So at the end of the day, the only person that you can count is on yourself, especially if you want to do it on full time. What if all the signal providers disappear tomorrow? What you gonna do? You'll be lost. And we are here to teach people not to get lost, trust themselves, learning the skills. And this is the only way that you can turn this trading journey as a full-time job of full-time income.
Craig, I think this question will be going to you. Thank you very much, Lee, for that. There are very smart people on this call, as I can see from the comment section, because someone is saying, if I pay now, we might start counting. Of course, your days wouldn't start counting until Monday, all right? And they've asked us to do it as like a benefit or a bonus for everyone. So you can get, you can pay right now, get your team members to pay right now. And of course, you get commissions on that in terms of the team, all right? And for Craig, your question will be, would you suggest that we complete the training first before we join the master classes? I'm currently subscribed to the long-term trades with Marius. So Craig, this person wants to be clear if they have to complete the training first before they can jump into the master trade. Over to you, Craig.
So, to be honest with you, I saw the question there a little earlier. I think for a beginner trader, this will probably be a bit much for them. They need to get some skill behind them. But if you consider yourself relatively capable and a reasonably good trader, so whether you've done the intermediate course or you feel you are at an intermediate level or an advanced level, I think it's perfect. The content is going to be big, it's going to be heavy, it's an intensive learning, and if you don't have the basics under the belt, I think it might be a bit overwhelming, to be fair. Rudo, you can comment on that. But no question, this is going to stretch you, because it's not a matter of, normal signal services. I heard your question to Rudo earlier. Why should you pay $150? A normal signal service is going to send you a signal, buy here, sell here, stop loss here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Here we're going to be tapping into that. Why have we given you that signal? Why is it at this point? Why should you be buying here? Why should you be selling there? So that we can delve into it. So it's going to be stretching your mind the whole time. As I said, it's not like just giving you a fish every day and then you just eat it. Here you're learning to fish with people who are good fishermen, if that makes sense. You're learning with the traders and understanding what's going on in their head more than just putting a signal down on the trader. So it is stretching. And my advice is that you need to be, it's a lot of money. No doubt I think it's cheap for what it is. I think it's really cheap for what it is. But
Greg, I think
when you look at it,
this will go to,
take you to
thank you very much.
level.
I think this question will go to Rudo. Okay. I love that. I love the reply, by the way, Craig. Rudo, I think a lot of people are buying into your energy, maybe like myself too. Someone is saying, can we do it side by side with this training? People want to get into profit. People are in haste, Rudo. So, so tell me, Rudo, that's for you. Can we do it side by side?
Yes, we need to do it side by side. We've learned from each other by doing it side by side. This is why we know it works. I was for a long time independently going about my own thing. It's too big for one guy to do it on his own. We are working. We need a community. You will need a community, and we want to provide you that community, guys.
Okay. The last question for you, Rudo, is this. Let's say I'm brand new to crypto. I don't know jack about crypto, or perhaps I'm not at intermediate or advanced level. All right. But I want to go through the ranks and understand everything before I get into the master trade. How long averagely would that take me? 2 years, 3 years, 1 month, 24 hours? Just give me an average, time it will take me to go through those videos, those PDF, and then I'm strong enough to get into the master trade. Rudo, that's for you.
Guys, Craig actually answered this beautifully. If you've got a basic understanding, You've got a Binance account. You can buy a crypto, sell a crypto. We are ready for you. That's as simple as that. The rest we're going to teach you as we go on. If you're at this stage thinking about getting into crypto, maybe do a course. Just get an idea that when I'm saying SL over here, TP over there, you don't think toilet paper and slide. It's take profit and stop loss. Simple stuff. So it's just to be able to find your own way with a minimal amount of effort. From this point onwards, you're going to go.
All right. So I think we'll be having the last two bonus questions. Thank you very much, Rudo, for that. And that will be for Sheldon. Hi, Sheldon, who's attending the daily webinar. How much time, perhaps daily, will this require on average to make this work for me? Sheldon, did you get that? In addition to attending the daily webinar, because you said Monday to Friday, 1 hour every day, all right, you'll be dishing out your secrets, okay, on how people can take profitable trades, okay? Now, apart from that 1 hour, how much time do I still need to add to this to make this work for me? I mean, people want to get to do this immediately. So Sheldon, are you there? If we're losing Sheldon at this point, maybe Lee can join in for us. Lee, can you help us with that answer?
We want you to, when you join Master Trade, we want you to be committed. If you decide to join us, you have to be committed. You have to persevere and stay with us. So it all depends on it all depends on your daily schedules, if you can manage it or not. But if you really want to do and make money out of the market, you have to be committed in what you're doing.
So what I hear is attitude, commitment, and that's it. So if there is commitment, there is no limit to as much.
There will be a strategy for everyone. With this, like I said, there will be a strategy for everyone. If you are committed to be in front of a computer 4 hours, 5 hours a day, then we've got a strategy for you. We've got trade setups for you like this. If you are committed to check your chart 3 times a day, we've got another strategy for that. If you are committed to check your chart like once a day or once a week, that's fine. We've got another strategy for that. You can deal with all those different time frames, but you have to be committed.
So what you're saying now is that you can find the strategy that suits your timing, okay? Yeah. And if you, provided you're committed to it, you can make profit. So if you can commit 30 minutes a day or 3 hours a day, it doesn't matter. What is most important is, do you have time and are you willing to commit to it? Then you can be successful. Thank you very much, Lee. Thank you very much, Rudo. Thank you very much, Craig. Thank you very much, Sheldon. I had a conversation with you guys yesterday, and what you guys said, I mean, I'm yet to recover from it. You did 400%. Tell me more about it, Rudo. I mean, that's amazing. Tell me, how long did it take you? How many trades did you do? We want to know about that, Rudo. 400% plus. Tell me more about it.
400% is actually shadowed by Sheldon making another 623% on top of that with one trade.
No, wait a minute, Rudo. Sorry to stop you, Rudo. Sorry to stop you, Rudo. Maybe let's put this in numbers. 400% is like 4x, meaning $1,000 to $4,000. Am I right?
Yes, I'm plus that now, but yes, let's work on that. Look, remember, you guys need to understand. Okay. Sometimes the market throws out these treasures. Then we grab them. Sometimes they're less presently, but we grab them.
Yeah, so 400% for $10,000 would mean $10,000 to $40,000. So you told me yesterday, recently, you guys did 400%. I want to know, how long did it take you, number one? And number two, how many trades did you do to achieve that? Over to you, Rudo. That will be the last question.
One trade executed at the right time, 7 days of holding it.
What are you talking about? One single trade.
One single trade.
In 7 days.
7 days, guys.
Guys, to be honest, I don't think
loading. There's stuff that you need to come and listen. Get on board, guys. There's things happening. We want to share it.
As we see it, Ijoki, as we see it, if you join us on Monday, we're gonna share this trade. You will make enough money to cover the whole year of your master trade. The $150, the whole year. Plenty.
Lee, Lee, you're a practical guy, right? But every time you talk, you have a way you talk. I must tell you, I must give that to you. He said, what you could make perhaps is capable of, covering all of your costs in 1 year. By the way, we have a disclaimer on this, so there's nothing guaranteed in trading, all right? However, what we are actually showing you is what we do and how these guys do it and how their history of success has been. Remember, in trading, previous history doesn't guarantee future result. But of course, if you know exactly what you're doing, everything in life repeats itself. So we are very sure that this can really turn out really great. So once again, thank you very much. Just to recap, the Master Trade is going live on Monday, the first session. That would be 10 a.m. South Africa time. We're going to have a lot of marketing stuff out there for you guys to see. There's an ongoing promo, all right, of $150 for 45 days. Unfortunately, after July, it's going to be for 30 days. Now you can imagine this kind of returns, guys. $150 for 30 days, for me, I feel it's still a bonus price, to be very honest, because I know how much I paid before I got started in trading, thousands of dollars. And out of those thousands of dollars, I can say 90% of them were waste because it didn't even turn out something great for me. So if you are looking for an opportunity right now to take your income to the next level, and you also want to develop your trading skill, okay, acquire a technique that actually works, I think Master Trade is something that you want to try out immediately. Then another thing you must know is that commitment is required here 100%. And as such, they have decided to dedicate 1 hour every single day during the week, Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock South African time for each day. For that, you're going to have a live session as they analyze trades and analyze the chart. In that way, you can actually know why you're making profit and not just making profit. Now, closing on this is that it's highly advisable that you take the beginner course, the intermediate course, and the advanced course, all right, so that most of these things don't sound like Japanese or Greek to you, all right, or a foreign language, all right, and you can take it by the side, all right, while going through the Master Trade. So immediately, those who haven't gotten the beginner, intermediate, and advanced course, you can pay for it right now. It's available in the marketplace. Remember, if you're buying all 3 courses, you're saving $200 instead of spending $700. You're going to get all 3 for $500, meaning you're buying those 3 courses. Lastly, tomorrow it's going to be very, very big. Please follow us on social media on all our platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to know it's official. Tomorrow, Ignition Week continues, and we are having I call her the goddess of crypto trading. The goddess of crypto trading will be live tomorrow. She is the founder of Hodlnuts, and she's going to be talking about the Hodlnuts scalp trading course and the Hodlnuts scalp trading technique. All right, so tomorrow, same time, all right, if you're in New York, it's 6 a.m. If you're in Lagos or London, it's 11 a.m. If you're in South Africa, it's 12 noon. If you're in Manila, Philippines, it's 6 p.m. And if you're in Australia, it's 8 p.m. Brisbane. Believe me, you want to listen to the goddess of crypto trading tomorrow, Wendy Landman. So just to close up on this, I would like to just take one comment from each of the master traders, just the closing word. We'll start with Craig. Craig, what have you got to say? You've got 10 seconds to do it. Thank you very much, Craig.
Excellent call today. I don't have to add to it. I think you can see the capabilities of every single one of us. You can see the excitement of the people. My encouragement to you is come and join us.
Thank you very much. And of course, Lee, let me hear from you because, I mean, you're a man of few words, but your words always count. Tell me something, Lee.
I don't know. There's not much to say. We are really confident. Our trade setup and our trade. I mean, if it goes wrong, we don't lose that much. But when we make money, we're making money, proper money.
Wow. Robert Anthony Robbins said something that if you must take a risk, make sure you're risking a little for a lot. And from what I hear from you is we're very confident. We could make some losses, but our gains are way beyond our losses. So I think it's a very good deal, to be honest. And I would like to jump on the man that is always fired up, gingered. I mean, Rudo himself. Just close this. Give us the final word, Rudo. By the way.
Come on, guys. I want to see a couple of ones in this chat if you're going to be subscribing and making money. So
I put it in one. I put it in my
running.
one.
Come on, there's the ones. There's the
Several
ones. That's what I want, guys. Come on, give me more ones. That's what I want. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on Monday. Keep on pushing those ones. Let's make some money together.
Thank you very much, Rudo. Once again, I want to thank everyone who's on this call. I want to especially acknowledge the presence of some of my partners, which is the co-founders of To Know It. Gavin, Victor is on this call.
Hey, Joki, everyone is so excited in this chat. And for those people who are still here that are not subscribed, I just want to throw out some, some promotion out of my own pocket, if I'm allowed to do that.
Okay. All right, let's just hear this in 2 seconds.
So if they subscribe, this 150 for the subscription, as they have another $150 as a starting capital to take the trade that we're gonna throw out on Monday. If they haven't doubled that money within the month, I will refund back. If they let's say if they lost that $150 within the first month, I will refund those trading money from my pocket. For the first 10 people,
to lose, guys, we all refunded.
Wow.
For the first 10 people, I'm committed. $1,500 for the first 10 people, guaranteed they're not gonna lose that money. Simple.
All right. No worries, Lee. I'm gonna hold you to your word. The first 10 people are gonna sign up. I'm gonna send you that data. And I'm gonna be following up on them to ensure that they make profit. If they don't make profit, I'm gonna take that $1,500 from you. I guarantee you that. So guys, don't be afraid. I know where to get money.
I'm giving, if they lost 150, I'm giving them back.
Yeah, guys, don't be afraid. I know where to get money from Lee. So go ahead. The first 10 people, the technical team, they're listening to me right now. So they're taking note of this. All right. If you lose your money, I'm going to take that money from Lee. I know how to get his money. Don't worry about that. That can be guaranteed. Okay, guys. So once again, like I was saying, thank you very much for being in this call. I want to appreciate my partners, co-founders. I see Gavin Victor, Director of Business, for putting up this together. Marius Landman, one of the smartest traders of all time right now. Also, he's also on this call. And I want to appreciate the entire team, Rochelle, Saddam, all the technical teams and everybody. I also want to appreciate the people, the master traders, the 4 of them. Guys, I love the energy you guys brought in to be excited. I really love it. I want to say a big to the #1 VIP. Everybody, the people I want to mention now, they are the VIP. Everyone who's watching us live, from everyone who's on this, and every member and To Know, and those that are yet to join. You are the real VIP of this. We want to see you successful. We want to see your life move to the next level. And we want to see trading, okay, to become that thing, if not a primary income. We want it to replace your current income. Thank you. Remember, know it's faster. Thank you very much, and bye for now.